There we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew from the Effect Podcast. Over there, that's Jerry. And down there is our game master, Mohammed. And down here is the man who started this whole thing, Thomas.
Hello. Yes. It's been a little while.
And you've rejoined us, Thomas, if only for a week. I don't know. What's your plans?
Yeah, it's only for I could do next week, maybe. I mean, I'm still on holidays, but I'll be in the mountains. Well, Canberra, Australian mountains. Anyway, hills.
Well, I noticed a bit of Canberra burned down the other day. What was it? Some.
Old Parliament House caught fire.
Yeah. Was that your fault? Was that you reveling?
Absolutely. Yeah, okay. It was. Yeah. That and my anarchist background.
So I'm going to hand over to Mohammed, but Mohammed, you might want to start off by asking who Thomas has brought to the party, I guess.
Yes. Hello, Thomas, and welcome back. Can you please introduce your characters?
Yes. So I am playing a somewhat experienced pilot. This isn't her first rodeo. She's actually a lieutenant. It's quite exciting. Exactly. Yeah,
I used to be a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Before things went wrong. Her name is Hannah Ruttman. Sorry, she's not a lieutenant. She's a junior lieutenant.
No, well, I was only a junior lieutenant.
No, so
I was
she's
the most senior
lieutenant.
junior lieutenant on the flight. So I was in charge last week, and it went horribly wrong.
Did it?
That's why they brought Hannah to the fold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She has she's obviously belonged to a different flight, but she's been moved across because she's got experience. And in particular, she is frequently heard talking about her dear co-pilot. Oh God, I didn't think of her name before now, but Ivanova. I don't know. Something suitably. Oh, there you go. Maltseva. Who she talks to? She seems to talk to. She's quite famous for it. She doesn't see. She doesn't see people who have been killed by the Nazis as dead. She sees them as heroes, waiting to give us advice.
Okay.
She's quite odd.
Yeah, she will fit perfectly.
That's right.
We've got a lot of dead people in our flight.
Matthew, can you please introduce your character also?
So my character is Valya Malinovskaya. She is like Icarus, who flew too close to the sun. Thrust into a role of responsibility in our last session, or I'm guessing in our last mission, one should say. She bravely encouraged the flight to take a dangerous mission crossing the sea. It went reasonably well, I seem to remember, on the actual. We hit the target and things like that. But then things didn't work so well on the return, and she pushed her luck really, and with her commanding officer, and it didn't go well at all. And she's now been demoted, lost her 2 medals. Yeah, and it could have been worse. I think Mohammed was very kind to me on his first day GMing. He didn't want to have me hauled off to the to prison. The other thing that happened, I remember, is Jerry, Lena, buzzed the NKVD offices, NVKD. She buzzed the Stasi's offices, which are the local church, and Elena got into trouble over that. So we are I think, marked as the bad boys, bad girls of the squadron. For me, though, for Valya, this is where she wants to be. She didn't like all this recognition. She much prefers to be a low-ranking person skulking around, and now has it in her head to see whether she can find a luxurious bed for the night.
Good. Lurking in the background as Valya does.
Yes.
So, Jerry, can you please introduce your character also?
Thanks, Mohammed. Yes. So, as we heard, while practicing for the last mission, Lena Petrova decided to use the church next to the neighboring village as a aim point for her practice runs, with full knowledge that the NVKD were using it as their base. So she buzzed them a couple of times, and got into a bit of trouble with that. But possibly more seriously for Lena was that when she returning from the last mission, due to damage to her aircraft, she had a particularly heavy landing and broke her foot. So currently she is hobbling around with a plaster cast on her foot. And she has just approached the flight commander, Anushka, I think. Is Anushka still the flight commander?
Anusha, yeah.
Anusha, demanding to be reinstated to flying duties on the grounds that she's heavy. She's heavy on the rudder anyway, so the plaster cast isn't going to make very much difference.
Sure, they give you the permission because you don't need legs for flying. You only need your arms and your eyes and your wits. So
brilliant. So she jumps back into her flight suit and stands by.
Are you a pilot or a navigator, Elena?
Lena, I'm a pilot.
Right. Okay. I just want to point out, Mohammed, that you do need legs to turn the rudder. Well, I guess so. One leg will do. Douglas Bader, after all, in the capitalist and yet allied United Kingdom, is flying around with one leg and one prosthetic.
Yes,
you're quite right.
Lena cites Wing Commander Barder has an example of somebody capable of flying with no legs, and since she has 2 legs and a plaster cast, should not be shouldn't impede her in any manner.
Good. So after last mission and Valya admitting the group getting drunk before getting into the mission, that's why she was demoted. But hitting the target was the top priority, so I get that's why you got more leniency from the NKVD. So another day, the dawn has break, and what you want to do?
Broken. You know what I'm saying? It's daytime.
Yeah. If you can share the.
Oh,
can I? Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot all about that. Carry on talking, you guys. Talk about your plans while I find
so
stuff.
As soon as Lena leaves the CO's tent, she hobbles across on her crutch to her aircraft to work with the riggers to patch it up and get it back to best order she can prior to the next evening's mission.
Okay, good. Can you roll a repair?
And she rolls 9.
Okay. Can you share the rules, please? The day moves.
I'm pulling up the thing at the moment. It's just taking a little bit of time for some reason. But repair rolls a 9. On a 7 to 9, you patch it together, but choose 2. One is she'll fly eventually, but not tonight. One is you take 1 harm from lack of sleep, or you don't complete the job in the officially approved manner, or the plane acquires a personality if it doesn't have one already.
So 2 of those, is it?
2 of those, yeah. I'm going to bring this list up as soon as my...
Unless
I
you're a
definitely think
protector.
There we go. That's better. I'm going to share it. Oh, I can't. That's why I can't share it. It's full screen. Give me a moment. And there is... share screen. There we go.
You rolled with skills, Lena? Did you roll the repel plus skills?
Yeah, it got 9, I think.
Plus skills or?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't add a skill. I'm +1 on skill.
Oh,
so
so that takes me up to a 10.
Perfect.
So we don't need to pick.
You don't need to pick those 2 then, no.
Yeah.
So we don't need to pick those 2.
So the plane is completely repaired. You work your magic, and it's repaired. Okay, you don't take any. Nope. Okay, so the plane is repaired. So anybody else? What you're doing?
Well, now I've been demoted from any sense of responsibility whatsoever. I'm getting back into my old ways of being a bit of a misanthrope. And I am determined to find out whether there's any truth by this rumor of bed. Catherine the Great's bed is said to be in one of the houses of this village. So I am going to try reaching out to the people of the village. Just friendly. We've still got a bit of that vodka left over that was actually not great vodka. But I'm going to...
The toilet vodka.
Coolant.
In fact, we've got quite a lot of it left over because it was so awful. But there'll be villagers here. They'll drink anything and it may loosen their lips. So that's what I'm aiming to try and do.
Okay.
Now, to do that, I basically am going to be reaching out in person, and I've got to reveal a significant truth about myself. So I'm going to be brutally honest, and I'm going to be saying, talking about my my wrist slapping by the senior officer, by my decorations and rank being removed. I'm going to feign a bit of drunkenness as I say that, but I'm gonna reveal that I didn't want responsibility anyway. I'm here to fight the fascists, of course, but I don't need responsibility. I'm a woman of the people, and I'm going to roll those dice, and they're going to come up magically high this time because I'm fed up of having double 1. Oh, fudge.
What?
I don't get a skill or anything to add to this one, do I? I got a 6.
So close, so close. The comfort of the bed was waiting for you. Unless you're ineffective, misunderstood, or understood all too clearly. Okay. Let me think about this one. Waste your efforts are ineffective, misunderstood, or understood, or too clearly. So you got drunk with someone, and when he said in Vino Veritas, so somebody told you where the bed is, but he wants something in. You know that you want to relax and unwind, and not doing the real Russian airborne woman. You need to relax on a bourgeoisie comfortable bed. He knew about the rumors, and he knew about what you want to do. So he understood very clearly what you need to do, but he needs something in return. Yeah,
Right.
he know
I
about
see.
he know about your skills and your scrounging skills. So he needs something in return.
I thought there was you were going to make me a proposition, young man, because I'm not getting any younger, and I can see that you are an attractive man, and I am an attractive woman. But you're
If you
not
are
talking about that. You're talking about a favor, me
Mhm.
getting you something. Is that right?
I'm not a very bastard man. I don't. I'm not that horrible. But if you want to, no problem. After you get it, we can engage our happiness together. We are all not getting old.
I have to say, it isn't that I want to relax on this bed. It's that I want to rob it of all its expensive silk, and I want to vandalize this bit of history if it's so hard. But I possibly haven't divulged that. I have been spinning the yarn that I fancy a decent rest in this fabled bed. So what do you want? What do you want me to get you?
Yeah. I want you to get me some good quality coffee.
Good quality coffee. Damn it! I can't remember the last time I had good quality coffee. Okay, very well, very well. I'm.
I heard that the officer, the MMKVD, have just raided some old poor man's house who had some caviar and had a lot of also have good quality coffee hidden.
Yes, they did. They did arrest that fella yesterday with the caviar. So I'm sure they've got some of that. And you're right. I bet you're right that they've got the best coffee as well. Maybe I should just try and get myself arrested to get in there.
You do your thing. You work your magic.
Okay. Let me have a bit of a think about this. It might
Sure.
take me the best part of a day, and I may have to come back to you tomorrow after my mission, assuming I'm still alive, of course, because we are fighting the fascists here to protect you.
You went to hell and come back. Even Satan rejected you.
You've heard about me then.
Mm.
Very well. You know what? Getting into the NKVD office is difficult. NVK. Oh God, Jerry, what is it? NVKD? Is that right?
NKVD.
NKVD. It is
It's
NKVD.
NKVD.
Yeah.
Or the GRU. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Either way, I am going to check out this. I'm just going to see whether there's a way I can utilize this new girl to my advantage. So I'm going to check on see what Hannah's doing first of all.
So Hannah, what you're doing?
So I'm newly arrived in the squadron. I'm a junior lieutenant. I'm very serious. Not at all interested in all of this faffing about. I've got important things to do. So I'm prepping for the mission. What's our supply situation like? Like, is it good or bad? Like, what's this particular posting like for access to supplies?
The resources are very limited. You have zero supplies, so it's very limited to all the flight crew there.
Right. So I'm definitely gonna want to get ahead of that then. So I think I'm gonna buddy up with the armorer, so the person who supplies the the bombs and other things. So I've arrived, person repairing a plane, looking like they're doing an amazing job. I'm gonna buddy up with the armorer because we want bombs that work, not the ones that don't. So in doing that, no, I'm gonna eyeball them first. I thought I was struck by this when I last played this, that I did not eyeball at all, and I've read the rules since and gone, I really should have been eyeballing a lot more. So I'm gonna try and get a bit of a handle on what they might be looking for. What might motivate them, what might be interesting to them, and see what I can do about that.
As Hannah goes, I see Hannah speaking to the armorer, and I hobble past and I whisper to her just as I pass, "That man's a total dickhead."
Nice. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with that. She looks to Naskins and okay. Good to know. So you've obviously dealt with him before. Oh, you've whispered it to me while I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not engaging in that conversation. I just note it. Okay, because I'm trying to have this conversation with him. I've actually rolled a 9, and it's plus skill, which I have +1 in. So, so that's a 10, which means I get 2 holds, not 1. Take +1 forward. Spend a hold now or later or to ask a question. Take a +1 forward when you act on the answer. So yeah. So what are they? What are they looking for so I can make sure that the right bombs? Is there another squadron? Well, even if it's just another flight in the squadron, actually, I just want to make sure we get the bombs. So what are they? What would be motivating to them to make sure that happened?
What motivating them? Okay, in the last couple of missions, maybe the triggering for dropping the bomb was not working correctly, so they have to stay more in the air to drop the bombs and not surprising the enemy. That's why many planes has returned damaged, because the element of surprise was not 100% accurate. So they released the bomb first time, it didn't work, so the second time, but the enemy was already there, so they opened fire. So if you can find somehow to repair this or figure what's wrong with the mechanism, it would be great.
Okay, so what I would like to do is, I suspect it's going to be a scrounge roll to get a bonus for when we're in the air later.
The eyeball gets you 2 holds during the mission, or?
Oh no, it lets me have 2 holds to use, so I can use it for day as well as night. So I'm actually thinking. Okay, so I know what's broken with, what's not working with the bombs. And then I might also find out, ask around. Actually, hold on, I got a thought. There we are. There you go. So once I've found that out, I'll go, thank you very much, Armorer. It's good to know. I'll follow Elena, who was obviously the engineer who was working with the engineers to fix the plane. Elena, or Sergeant? Is it Sergeant?
It's
Are you a sergeant?
Junior lieutenant.
You're a junior lieutenant as well. Oh,
yeah.
Well, it's we're equivalents. Comrade, indeed. Comrade, I have been talking to the armorers about the bombs, and I noticed that you're quite a skilled engineer. with that fantastic job you did of repairing the plane over there. Perhaps just a thought. We want to make sure this next mission goes very well, and I think having talked to the armor, I think I know what's been possibly damaging some of the bombs. So I'll share that information with you, which should allow you, maybe to get ahead of it. Maybe we could have a look at check all the bombs on all the planes. I'll check half, you check half. We make sure that they're all ready to fly.
That's a good idea. I suspect, Elena turns around and goes, I suspect they're leaving their timing fuses too long. So when we drop them, rather than them detonating before they hit the ground or as they hit the ground, they're hitting the ground, damaging the timing fuse, and then and that's causing malfunctions and misfires. That's my theory on it. After the last, the last mission went very well, but the mission before that, I think we struggled to hit the target and do appropriate damage.
Yes. Okay, excellent. Well, if you check half the planes, I'll check half the planes. So, Mohammed, basically what I want to do is give one hold to Elena and one hold to me to use in the mission. So we've checked all the bombs to make sure that they're going to detonate. So if we get to that point in the mission where we want to see how well the actual bombing run's going, I'm sharing out the love on the attack run. I think it'll be a bonus to the attack. Yeah.
Okay. You're a pilot as well, right?
Actually, I'm. Hold on. Which was I'm fine being. I don't mind. I think I've got. Because what's attack run? Attack run is guts, isn't it? Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I'm fine. The guy obviously will just do whatever whatever's best for the flight and for Mother Russia and Comrade Stalin.
Good, very good. So return to Valya or after the mission?
So I've been watching all of this, and I'm thinking this woman's too focused on the job for me to be able to use her in any way that I can see. So I'm going to spend the rest of my day obviously napping a bit, but the weather's quite good. So I'm going to nap overlooking the church. And I'm going to just spend some time there, but I'm going to try and use that eyeball that seemed to work so well to see if I can work out anything that might be useful in getting coffee out of that church where the NKVD are. So, can I roll eyeball?
Please.
I've got no skill, so no addition here. It's purely on the roll of these incredibly faithless dice that I've been rolling. Oh my bloody hard!
I tried.
Did you stick your finger in your eye?
So I got a 3.
Okay, Jesus saw you and kicked you out of the... Return to your base, lady. You have a mission to do.
Right, okay. Well, thank God I'm not a senior person. I'll just follow orders from now on.
Okay, so...
find some other fucking dice. Excuse my French, any viewers.
And I've got to ask, Matt, were you rolling dice that you personally brought into existence?
No, I was rolling my Coriolis dice. I am gonna dig out my effect dice because obviously my Coriolis dice are being unfaithful to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the senior ranking officer?
it is either one of the other two players. If I was last time and I've been demoted,
Okay,
I don't
so,
think in your absence, Anusha, I think it's probably Jerry, I guess, but we could make a narrative thing to say it was Thomas.
Who was commissioned first?
okay.
I come from another flight, so so I'm fine with Elena being the commanding officer.
Okay, so let's get the briefing.
Oh, right, yes, that's me again, isn't it? Hold on a second.
Yeah, sorry.
Too much responsibility as a whole, you see. So, are we seeing that now? Yes, we are.
Yeah. So we did the second one last time. So
we should have got an advance, shouldn't we? Yes. Did I take an advance last time?
I asked you on Discord.
No, we didn't. Okay. Sorry, let's just pause and reflect on our victories and think about our advances.
Yeah.
I could just, to spite you, go for honor and pride and take another medal.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
No, I might. It was a harsh lesson I had last time, so I'm taking harsh lessons, and I'm taking to hell with death.
Okay.
So watch out, you two. When I'm marked, I pass that mark on to one of you, two of you.
Of course you do.
Playing perfect. Playing perfectly.
Right. Sorry, that distracted me. Jerry, do you also need to take
I really want to take, yeah, I really want to take honor and pride because Lena was so chuffed with her first medal and her defense of the Caucasus medal. But I think because of the fact that she's now leading the flight, she will need to do a personal growth and take guts to get +1 on guts, so she can actually lead the flight appropriately.
Okay. So
guts goes from 0 to 1 +1.
Good. So okay, you have the first mission.
So yeah, which of those do we want to take?
We've
done B.
Okay, so the first one, the western terminus of the German cable tram moving equipment across the strait. The tram line extends several kilometers from the Kremen side northeast of Kirch to the Shushka spit. You already did the second one. The third one, German trenches close to friendly infantry near the village of Urma, straddling in the Kuban River. Expect inflectual ground fire. Number D, rail marching yard behind the Kirch salient of Alushta. Expect fierce anti-craft fire and searchlights. E, anti-craft defense atop Mount Mitiridat above Kirch, dangerous and technically difficult to reach. The guns themselves have been modified to fire at negative elevation towards the beaches below. The lead plane automatically takes enemy fire. This mission requires 2 attack runs for successful completion. Anyone participating advances. F. Daylight search for 3 missing barges full of naval infantry lost on the Black Sea. Mission requires wayfinding, an attack run to drop supplies, and message is optional. Enemy fire on a failure represents the harsh maritime environment.
Oh, that's tricky.
We haven't got Nicholas with us on this one, and since his
But-
character is afraid of flying over water, this might be an opportunity to do that daylight search.
So, well, and those naval infantry guys look so smart in their uniforms and their stripy tops. I'd quite happily fly over and have a closer look at them guys.
Perfect. So it's day run.
What do you
so
think, Hannah?
I'm not sure the repairs that we've made to the bombs will be particularly useful, but everything else is good.
That's a point, yeah. And it well, it
the
is now
anti-aircraft
getting
defences
towards
then, eh?
evening, so
It is evening, yeah. So maybe we leave the daylight search for tomorrow.
we could, or maybe the German trenches.
Well, we all like
do you
killing
think?
fascists, Lieutenant.
I'm always up for killing some fascists.
Yeah.
So drop Jerry.
Is that just Jerry or is
Yeah.
it me?
No, it's Jerry.
Well, who's back? Hold on. I need to add him to the thing. Hey, Jerry, you're back there. And we'll remove
something
the
I
old
said.
one of you.
So C. You will agree on
yes, C, and then if we survive, we can do F.
Okay, perfect. So who's flying with who?
I need a pilot. I think my last one died.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it was the guy who gave you the vodkas.
Well, I'm happy to be the pilot.
Okay, so
Happy to be my pilot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I reckon I've been brought across because you were demoted. So because I'm such a serious person, I think I've been brought across to kind of keep an eye on you.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So Hannah was
yeah.
So Hannah was Alia and Lena, you're a pilot, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, you need a co-pilot, so let's create one now.
Nicholas's character was my co-pilot, was my navigator.
Okay, so we play as Nicholas Anna. Okay, and the last NPCs that we've created have survived, strangely enough. So they are with you, Zara and Olga.
What? That's not right. How have the NPC survived more than one mission? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well,
they survived and even helped them.
Yeah, they did actually. I remember now.
So who's leading?
I'll lead, and as we walking out to our flight, I give everybody a pet talk about how important it is to come through this and to do what is necessary and destroy these fascist positions. And I eyeball, I look straight at Valya and I say, we know we're not going to have a repeat of last time now, aren't we?
Last time's mission went very well, I seem to remember. But it was the return that was more difficult.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. We're not going to have a repeat of that, are we?
No. But we are going to have a repeat of the great victory we scored against the Germans. Sir! Comrade!
Okay,
No,
so go ahead. Go ahead, Jerry.
So do we need a wayfinding, and is that my role?
I think that's your role. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just remember. Of course, I don't add. I don't add skill to my wayfinding roll because
No
of
plus
my
skill.
fortune's tool.
Okay.
I do it by luck, basically. So that's +1 for my luck, plus this dice roll, which is 7, or +1 is 8.
8. So you choose one consequences. You played suffer and minor mechanical failure. Plane is damage. They are waiting for you. Enemy fire. You're stressed or banged around. Split a harm. However you want.
Well, you're the pilot, Thomas.
I am.
Hannah. Which of those fates do you find?
I'd forgotten how much I enjoy this game. I think I noted in the mission write-up that it was ineffectual. Expect ineffectual ground fire.
Mhm.
So, needless to say, Russian intelligence has once again let us down. And actually, there's a small unit of 88 anti-aircraft, sort of behind the trenches that was mostly there to fight tanks, but unluckily has remembered its core calling, which is, of course, anti-aircraft fire. So I think we're suffering enemy fire.
Suffering enemy fire.
Yeah.
And now one of us needs to roll plus luck on that one.
Yes.
What's your luck?
I have +1.
Me too. So do you want to take this roll since I rolled last time? And my dice rolling is shit.
Yeah. And let's see how I go. Hey, 2. I'm not making this up.
2 effects.
2 effects. All right.
2
so that's
E's.
a 12.
Wow.
2 E's. A 12. A straight up 12 on the dice.
Excellent.
So we do the wing over. We wing out of the way of the 88 fire, or actually more likely, considering what we're flying, the 88 penetrates the wing and goes straight through and keeps on going. Because let's face it, there's nothing on this plane except for the engine block itself that's going to, give an 88 a reason to detonate. So it just goes straight through and out the other side. It's like, we're awesome.
Nice.
If I get the chance to advance at any point, I will add a regard for you, and I think there'll be grudging respect.
Okay. So, Jerry, you see Hannah and Valya dodging the enemy fire miraculously with extreme grace, and you jump in,
drawing the enemy fire.
That's right.
And drawing enemy fire for you to drop the bomb into the trenches.
So I cut my engine in and glide in, putting a little bit of and then with a +1 on my guts now, I roll.
Hold on. What about that hold that you earned last time? Does that give you an automatic success, or is it just +1?
No, you mean the one I went and dug up?
That you
it's
shared.
It's a +1.
It's a +1. So
so you can have +2. You can have +2.
So I can have +2, and that's 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. So
9.
It's a hit, but it's a hit, but you need to have 2 consequences.
As usual.
Yeah. So either the damage to the target is not significant, and it is your fault. You fly through a storm of flak, enemy fire. A plane in your section is damaged. GM choice. You and your fellow airwoman are marked.
Well, I think judging by the poor Russian intelligence, we have to fly through this storm of flak. And and I've got loads of marks, I think, from last time.
And you haven't used them yet?
No, I haven't used them, so I suspect so I think we'll have to take a plane in your section is damaged.
Okay.
Oh no!
I will roll a dice for it. So let's say 4 and 5.
Should be the NPC's plane, but you're the GM, so.
I'm playing it fair.
No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
So 4 and 5 is Hannah or Valya.
Oh
no! 2 or 3 is Lena and Anna. And 6 or 1 is Zara and Olga. Okay?
Sure.
It's Lena and Anna. Sorry.
So that triggers the wheels down for me.
Yeah.
You've been fine at wheels down so far, Jerry.
It's okay because I have
oh, you do. You've got that
tip to tip. Yeah.
I don't want to break the news, but you still have to make it to wheels down, and you've still got to survive the enemy fire that you're now going to take on top of your existing damage.
Oh, there is that. Yes.
These are minor points.
I was ready to break out the champagne, but no, you're quite right.
Yeah.
So you dropped the bomb and it completely hit the target, but they are aware of you now, and they turn they saw they cannot hit Hannah and the Valya's plane, so they draw their attention to you and they fire. So roll for.
So I roll again, do I?
Yeah, for enemy fire plus luck.
I add anything to this?
Plus luck.
Luck 0. Yeah, luck is 0, so that's 5, 6, 8. With the modifiers.
8 with modifiers. So
8.
You need to choose with 2 consequences also. Yeah, you need to also choose 2 consequences. You and your fellow woman are marked. Casualties on board, split 5 harm. Your plane edge damage, triggers wheel down. Another place in your section goes down. I'll be fair for this one. I will choose finally Zara and Olga because I don't want them to survive this long. So I will take one of them as damaged. So you can choose one.
So damaged is.
Yeah, for the damaged
so you've either got to take a mark or take casualties. Split 5 harm between you and your pilot, navigator. Or take can you take damage twice?
Yeah, that's
wheels down.
And can I take a mark without, because I haven't used my last mark?
Well, you can trigger another mark. I guess what we should do is make sure you you do what's required of the marks that you selected last time and this time.
A plane that is damaged twice in a mission immediately crash lands or disintegrates in midair.
Yes.
Depending on the situation, this may call for a wheels down move, but the fiery wreck option seems almost certain.
But
you are near. You are near. You're near our lines.
Yeah. So I'll take another mark. Which one I don't know yet. And then I shall play my my move, which is 11.4 meters tip to tip. When you want to land in some new place, you can ask the GM, is it remotely possible to land there? and if the GM will tell you if the answer is yes, you don't need to roll a wheels down move.
Can I see your sketch that you drew last time, Matt?
Sorry?
Do you have it? You drew the last time the runway.
Oh, what did I do that sketch?
I think this will be the
But what you're thinking is, are you landing right near the given the German? This is a German trench. There must be a Russian trench nearby. Are you hoping to hobble and land?
I'm hoping to just sort of bunny hop over the trench and get to the Russian line.
Yeah.
And put it down.
Okay. Because there is a Russian. Okay, I'll give it a pass. Okay, you can do it now.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, so you
so
already
that's the plane is damaged, and you did the wheels down straight away. What's your second choice from the enemy flag?
The second choice was a mark now.
You and your fellow airwoman, yeah.
You can choose the mark afterwards, so no problem.
Okay.
So for the enemy, another plane in your section goes down, so it goes down completely. It's damaged in midair. So we can say goodbye to Zara and yeah, we can say goodbye to Zara and Olga. Finally.
And we knew them so well.
Yeah. They had your back
we're only
twice.
taking 2 consequences, aren't we?
Yeah.
So if Jerry's taking a mark and he took the plane is damaged, which triggered the automatic wheels down.
No, they already okay. No, he don't need to take the mark because I already gave. You only need to choose one.
I don't need to take another mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I
because
already,
the other plane's gone down. So we are the only plane in flight, Hannah, now.
Okay. Do we want to do our own attack run? I look over at you. What do you think?
Is there any advantage to it?
Well,
anything out of it.
Well, we get the knowledge that once again we've smote the fascists even more than they've already been smitten.
And Lena can return home safely because the fight is very fierce, and if you diminish the numbers of the fascists,
there you go. We'll be protecting our comrade.
To hell with death.
Exactly.
Let's
we couldn't possibly
run.
say no. Yeah, to hell with death. That sounds ominous. Yes. Now, because they successfully, because Lena successfully led the attack run, we get a +1 to the attack run roll from that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a hold, I guess.
And we have the hold. So that's +2. I don't have guts as a bonus. Mind you, I don't have it as a negative. So just rolling the dice. And that's not looking so good. Yeah.
No, you fool, I said.
I said turn away. Didn't you hear me?
I said to hell with them, not to hell with death.
Death. You misheard me. On a miss, either abort the attack completely, which will surely trigger an informal review, or desperately press on, tempting fate. Ooh.
Ooh. You can tempt fate if you want.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, come on. This is the point of this game. Okay.
Tempt fate, roll on guts.
So I feel like we were coming in quite a standard attack run. Engine went shut down, just silently flying in, and then as we got closer, it became apparent that the Germans were launching an attack out of their defensive position to try and capture our friend pilot. So I've now turn the engine on, and I'm winging towards their attack to try and bomb it to give our co-pilot, our comrades, a chance to escape. Unfortunately, I'm lighting up the world in the process. Okay, so
we're famous for being silent, Hannah.
That's right. Okay, fate is Suka. So you have to offer me a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice, because I've rolled a 7, so it's not without cost.
So,
what do you want? What's the deal there, Mohammed? What's going to happen?
So either what the choice is? Sorry.
Well, it's up to you, really. Basically, you give us a choice, and we need to choose between it. But you can offer what's called a hard bargain. Yeah, a hard bargain. GM moves.
Okay. Okay, if you can search for it. Tempt fate, yeah. Okay.
That's the only time it mentions hard bargains.
Yeah, so if you have a look at make a hard move when someone makes a roll and ends up with a 6 or less, make a hard move when they soft moves and hard moves. So you've got a bunch of things under GM moves, right? So you can, make the opportunity impossibly tempting and the price impossibly high. Any move that comes with potential advance is a good place to offer a dreadful bargain. So what's the consequence of us successfully sort of pulling off this attack?
The consequence for facing the attack. Your plane is damaged and you need to do a wheels down.
So we will bomb. So we bomb them and then we land next to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems that seems legit.
We are bring this plane down.
Your voice is breaking.
Make fashion a fiery wall of death, I guess.
Well, look, I feel your voice broke up through that whole thing, but I think the message was we definitely want to take we'll definitely take that wheels down opportunity. Thank you, Comrade Stalin, for your generous gift. Having successfully saved Elena and their navigator, we will, having taken multiple shots from the guns of the Germans that we bombed, we will edge our way towards the airfield, smoke and oil pouring out of the engine from the multiple, bullets that have penetrated it.
Yeah. And you'll be behind the enemy lines, so we need to check behind the enemy lines also.
Oh, you meanie!
Okay, wow.
So will I have to check that too?
No.
You got across the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll find it in the GM also moves.
All right, so we bomb them, but we lose control of the plane. We wing sideways, and we end up behind the German trenches.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't crash in a fiery ball of death.
Sure. Well, of course. Is that on me again?
You're the pilot.
Sounds.
I mean, I could roll plus guts because I have guts, but
I'm pretty sure wheels down.
You both have
abdicate responsibility to me.
You both have a command of the plane, I guess. So either one of you.
Yeah, we've both got a stick. We've both got the pedals. I know I've got 2 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Just do it.
A 7, an 8 with the +1 for skill.
Okay, so
I thought it was guts
8.
wheels down, but
Nah, skill.
okay. Well, there we go. I didn't have any of that. Just as well you landed then.
So funny. Oh, and I'm an adventurer. No, hold on. Am I an adventurer? Actually, I can't remember. Jesus, whoops. Hold on. I'll just check. No, I'm a leader. Damn it. Okay. That would have been useful. I have to take 2 consequences. So my first consequence.
So I guess the second you can take one because the last one you're landing puts you in immediate danger because
Danger
you're
is
behind
ticked.
enemy lines.
Yeah, that's a
So.
tick on that.
You only choose one.
Look, I'm actually going to make it easy on us and just take unflyable. Because
you don't give the plane to the Germans, so it better be destroyed than again
exactly.
used by the Germans.
Honestly, the Germans don't want our PO2s.
Yeah. Or we could take casualties on board to represent.
It's only 3 harm.
It's only 3 harm, split between us however I like.
Don't forget you have behind enemy lines.
Yeah, although as Mohammed says, remember we're going to have to get.
True that. All right, no, I'm taking unflyable. The plane is we nose the plane into the ground, stopping the Germans from taking advantage of our of using our supplies against us.
Impressive technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they need to
uh,
know how to fly below stall speed like we do.
That's right. And or operate their sewing machines.
So you crash behind enemy lines. You're hearing the German shouting, Achtung, Achtung, Nachthexen, Nachthexen, schnell, schnell. And they run towards you. So if you can open the behind enemy lines scenario, please.
Where is that?
In the GM also. Yeah.
If you've landed in an active combat zone, roll plus guts.
Why can't I go?
It's page 49.
Page 49. Okay, let me just go to page 49. Behind enemy lines. When you find yourself on foot behind enemy lines, you are marked. Right. Okay. Well,
first thing,
you are marked twice, Hannah. Because I can just do that, and I will.
Okay, I'm going to tick 2 boxes. I figure I've called dangerous attention to myself. Seems pretty reasonable. Right. I didn't really know.
So I guess you will both roll for your behind enemy lines scenario?
Yep. I'm rolling plus guts.
I don't think we've got a choice, do we? It's active combat zone, right? Okay, so I also am going to use I'm going to use my move. So I see. I don't know what's going on there. I see Valya running off into the darkness, I assume. Pistol in one hand.
I want to say
in the other.
I rolled 9 plus 1 guts, 10. I am getting away.
You are getting away again. This is the second time you've disappeared behind enemy lines. I remember the first time. I am going. So I see Valya running off, and then I will talk. I will actually talk to Ivanova. My dead comrade. Choose a dead comrade and hold free. When you ask your friend for help, Spend your holds 1 for 1 to succeed as if you had rolled a 10. Each time you do this, you are also harmed or marked by the experience, your choice.
Interesting.
So that was the move I bought.
Yeah.
So I will take a harm.
So you have 3 harms now?
No, we didn't.
No.
We didn't do harm last time.
We took no harm.
Okay, perfect.
Because you warned us. You reminded us you were going to put us behind enemy lines.
Yeah,
okay.
so we chose not to. I actually, will I take harm? Yeah, I could. Oh, no, I'll share a premonition. That sounds way more fun. All right, I'll do that when I get back to base. So done that. And yeah, and then I'm treated as if I rolled a 10. So I will escape with the advice of Ivanova, who guides me in the darkness to our lines.
Basically
So I just come walking.
Looking at my retreating figure and saying, follow her.
Says, don't be an idiot. Follow that one. So yes, that's what I do. I come out of the darkness, just kind of wandering out of the line, muttering to myself and to someone else, and then I'm in Russian lines, completely unaffected. Didn't see a single German.
Okay, so perfect. You returned to the base, and nobody knew that you were behind enemy lines. Nobody told you about anything. You're not put into questioning, but
oh no, they probably know we were behind enemy lines because we're missing a plane.
Yeah,
which might be harder to get away with.
I just forgot where I parked it. It was
That's right.
something.
That's right. I don't know where is that plane? Well, it's funny you should ask that. Anyway, all right, cool.
So, you probably you didn't return with any planes actually.
No. The entire flight was destroyed.
Ineffectual ground cover, they said. Ineffectual ground fire. I think that was the byline, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, okay, you will return to the debriefing walking after several hours. Surprisingly, they were considering you dead.
It's going to be more than several hours, isn't it? Aren't we going to have to cross the Straits of Kerch too?
Okay, so
I'm just looking at where
we
where
may
are
be
we?
a day or two by the time we get back to the base.
Yeah, aren't we're
Okay, I'm not good at the geography of the place.
Where are we? So
So
we're based here, I believe, and the mission was
village of Urma.
sea. Oh no, actually we are. We don't have to cross the sea. We're just walking there.
We just walk
But
up
probably more than a night's walk, I think.
Well, we'll go and speak to the supply people at the Russian
in the Russian trenches. Yeah,
and see if we can get a truck that's heading back for supplies to drop us off.
You're completely the opposite way. So you can go to those supplies, but Hannah and Valya are probably taking the longest detour to the base.
Yeah, I think maybe you get back the next day. It might take us a couple of days just because we've got to get to the trenches where you already are.
Okay, so for the debriefing, surprisingly, you were considered dead, and astonishingly, they see you again. So they just tell you what happened. You thought you were all dead. Nobody returns.
The
intelligence
we had was out of date, comrade. So I write a log report about the attack, and I include a sketch map with the anti-aircraft gun positions to the best of my ability, and point out that this poor intelligence cost us 2 comrades. Salute and turn away before being dismissed and hobble out of the tent.
Okay, so this is not the first time. This is not the first time that we have bad intelligence. I will seek this matter. Where are the other comrades?
They're dead.
Yeah. Their soul will be remembered. Their soul will be remembered. Yeah, you're dismissed.
So I'll take the mark. Witness the death of a comrade.
Okay.
You're talking about obviously ones that are actually dead rather than the ones you think are dead.
Absolutely, yes. But I believe I believe you two to be dead as well, because your plane would have gone down.
Disappeared just over the hill, behind the Germans.
Disappeared, but I was expecting as I went into land for you to fly past me and then route home, and that never happened. So I assumed you're both dead as well. And also, my previous mark about fear of bright flashes would have come into play. That as I was coming down and the flak shot up to hit you, disorientated me. So to I'm quite convinced actually you're both dead.
Okay. So So a couple of days passed until they are doing some repairs to the planes, and miraculously we see the shadow of two brave women from far away. You see the shadow of two brave women coming from far away, Elena, and you recognize your two comrades.
I'm kind of I kind of frozen there, squinting in the morning light, in the mist, as these two figures come towards me. One short and slightly plumper than the other.
Are you calling me plump?
No, I'll let you to argue about that one. I just,
Well, Hannah's quite tall and willowy, so make it that what you will.
I am short, plump, and nearer 50 than 20. So
yeah,
I think that fits.
Probably the whole camp was gathered around and cheering for you. For your miraculous returns.
So my first of my 3 marks that I have to spend is I'm going to tell the story of our escape from the fascists. You know how I heard my dearly departed companion, who is with me always, Ivanova, singing her favorite soldier's song in the dark, and I followed that sound, and then I found myself amongst Russian lines who happened to also be singing the same song, as it so happened. But I could hear Ivanova's voice in the background.
Was that song "Follow the Plump One"?
I was very lucky that
I think I might even have. It does say who helped me get across enemy lines. So I think, although I got my 10 first, simply because I rolled first, I think there's every chance that actually, when Hannah caught up with me, her ghostly companion, who I didn't really believe in, but it was that it seriously was her that seemed to lead us away from the Germans and back into the welcoming communist arms of Russian comrades.
So I'm talking up the whole spirit thing, which I'm going to use as my second mark, which is called dangerous attention to yourself.
For sure.
So I'm, talking about effectively angels, I guess. It's certainly not good proper communist thinking.
No, definitely not.
And then my third mark, because let's knock them all down. I look directly at who do I look directly at? I'm going to look directly at Sergeant Valya Melenskovskaya, and I'm going to say, and I get my eyes roll into the back of my head, and I go, "You will not see Berlin fall." And then I then I shake my head and go around. I have shared a premonition.
Thank you very much.
That's payback, you bastard, for my character last time round. We never forget. Anyway, there you go. All right, no, that's awesome. I have used up all of my marks. I hope you're impressed.
Well done.
Thank you. All right. But yes,
Valya,
then I'm straight back to business.
Yeah, Valya, do you have any marks?
No, of course I don't.
They gave it to me.
I made Hannah take it.
Yeah, okay. You see Ivanov, the guy who wanted coffee from you, seeing you. I told you the devil will reject you.
Yeah, we thought the Germans might have some decent coffee, but they didn't. I'm sorry. I'm still on that quest. It may take me a little longer.
Yeah, you still have time in Peresyp.
So I'm thinking, is this a good point to end this session?
As you like.
Well, no, I mean, it's up to you. I'm just thinking, it feels like a nice rounded ending. We've got another 13 minutes of play if we wanted, according to our schedule. But everybody shared their marks and damned their comrades to death before 1940.
Well, no, you can interpret my premonition in many ways. I said you would not get to see Berlin fall.
I intend to be back home in Mother Russia when Berlin's falling.
That's right. I have no intention of being anywhere near Berlin. That's right.
Yeah, I guess we can wrap it. We can wrap it now, and see you in next 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks' time, won't we? Our guest star Thomas won't be with us.
I'll try and make it. I'll see how I go. I've been working.
You love it.
I do love it.
This game.
But I get paid really well to do something, so there's that too. But no, I'll try and. I actually would like to play again, so I will. I do love it. It's such a great game.
Terrific. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Mohammed, for running that.
Yes, thank you, Mohammed. Great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Very exciting. I like that very much.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
And we shall. So our plan was to do 3 adventures in each posting.
Okay, so I can't remember really. 2? Oh, so
was it only 2?
Yeah, it was 2 sessions per GM so that we could get through all 6 postings.
So Joey, are you happy in 2 weeks' time to take over the GM duties?
I can do, yes, yeah.
Brilliant. We'll talk about that.
I'm sure you'll hold my hand through.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. Although, yes, I feel Thomas is a better handholder than I am, but no, we can make that happen. Okay, so that also does that mean then actually we do have a little bit of work to finish before we finish this session, which is to move on to the next station?
And you have the honors of getting the 46th Taman Guard banner. This is a medal, but will not increase your medal.
Yes.
You got a medal, but it will not increase your medal hold. So you finally have a medal in your ranks once again, Valya.
Yeah. I'd already. I don't think I'd had my medal for the defense of the Caucasus stripped from me either.
No, I only took
The Order of the Patriotic War.
Yeah.
And the Medal of Valor.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we have a look at what we've got coming up in the next station? Or do we have to? I can't remember about moving on. What else do we have to do?
Moving west. Everyone else takes an advance. So, Jerry, you tick the moving west box, which is the last of the advances on your character sheet. The one at the very bottom.
Jerry, I guess we dropped Jerry.
Oh, did we drop Jerry? Sorry, I was looking at the rules, not Jerry. Yes, we seem to have dropped Jerry. Okay.
I'll bring Jerry back. I'm sure he's going to come back. Here he is. There he is. Welcome,
I'm back
Jerry.
again. There I am. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Hello.
you. Sorry, I missed what I just.
So
the
everyone
end of
but
your
Jerry
sentence.
gets an advance is the simple way to put it. And Jerry takes the moving west advance, which means that Jerry is the next GM.
Right.
So everyone gets an advance.
Okay, let's choose an advance.
So even myself or
Yeah. I think so. I think that's legit. Yeah.
Well, I did promise to have a grudging respect for my new.
You did.
So I guess that's what I've got to do.
I'm going to get promoted. I'm going to be a lieutenant. I'm going to play a character who actually gets promoted just to see what that's like.
And
so I'm now the lieutenant.
Yeah, and Anusha was away because of she's getting a major training, so Anusha is now a major.
Oh wow! Nice, like it.
Very nice.
I'm gonna take +1 to another +1 to skill, so I've got +2 skill now.
Yeah,
could actually start making rolls.
I grudgingly respect Hannah the most. Okay, so that's how advance is done. Quick look at the questions that this is something you'll start off next week doing, is asking us these questions down here.
And this is in the play sheet, the game sheet, isn't it?
Yes. Well, it's in the
It's in the pull-out section.
Yeah. I have the file. I don't know whether I've changed the name of this one, but it's called the Night Witches Duty Stations.
Which one are we going to?
We're going to Rudna.
Rudna. Oh, is that station 5? I think that's station 5.
It's Duty Station 4.
4. Oh, that's right.
We've been at Peresyp.
Ah, yeah. So I don't know if I'm the only one who remembers this, but those handout sheets are wrong.
Oh, right.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
You are the only one that remembers this. I thought it was only our first one that was wrong.
No. So if you look at the back of the actual rule book,
right, come back here,
and you have a look at what number 4 is, it's Peresyp.
Ah, so are we just counting wrong?
No, I don't think so. I think there's a mix-up on the sheets.
But we've done Peresyp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's a mix-up on the sheets. I wouldn't worry about it. It doesn't matter. We're just playing the game.
Where are we, though?
Because number 4...
we've done Pashkov Fire. We've done Peresyp. What's our next one?
And we did Trud Gornyanka.
It's Zambro.
And so number 5 is Zambro.
Zambro. So that's what.
Okay.
That's the one we're doing, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So are these sheets correct except for the numbers?
I think maybe. What's the first mission on the sheet?
On Zambro. Give me a moment. There
Making
we
a
go.
surprise attack against a heavily defended.
Yeah, it's the same.
Right. So it's simply the matter. So we are going to be Zambrow.
Yeah.
And the questions we're going to be talking about are these ones.
So number 4 we will not play it, or it's just not in correct order?
No, Peresyp we played.
No,
Peresyp, that's number 3 in our heads.
Is it? Right. Wow. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're playing the one we're doing. I think we just follow the sheet. I think we just follow the sheet. I don't think we'll worry about it.
So we'll go to Rudna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Rudna.
Oh, I see what they've done. They've said alternate. See how they've written alternate next to it?
Oh, yes.
So you can go to either Rudna, go up one, go up, and I bet you it's 4 for Peresyp as well.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
And 4, yes, it is.
So
no, we are off to
off to
Zambrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Cool.
And we are here, and our missions are all over here. Excellent. So I would love to know which officer of the 588th came to Poland loaded with luxury goods, because I don't care about the coffee anymore, do I?
You've moved on.
Actually, he came out with the bed. He loaded the bed into his wagon.
We get +1 for scrounge and repair.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at
Good
that.
times are rolling here.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, American stuff. Oh, right. We'll get ourselves some decent uniforms.
Yeah, we might finally have shoes that fit, that sort of thing. It's quite exciting.
And some of those American small-sized condoms as well. Cool.
You only live once. Cool. And then Duty Station 6 is the last one.
It's the last one. But nice. Duty Station 5 lies ahead.
It does. Awesome.
Brilliant. Okay, so that then, ladies and gentlemen, is where we'll be next week.
2 weeks.
And right now we'll say we'll come back to the full view and say goodbye. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year all.
And Happy New Year. Good one. Good point.
Indeed.
Happy New Year.
Spotted.